I've sat across from hundreds of IELTS candidates, and I want to tell you something that most YouTube channels will never say honestly because they want you to keep watching their template videos. The number one reason people fail IELTS speaking has nothing to do with their English. It has everything to do with the way they've been taught to perform it. Let's start with the thing that is quietly killing scores in 2026. Short answers. The examiner asks, "Do you enjoy reading?" The student says, "Yes, I do." Correct answer. 0 marks. Why? Because the examiner is not testing whether your answer is right or wrong. They are listening for evidence of fluency, vocabulary range, and grammar complexity. And a 4-word answer gives them absolutely nothing to assess. Your score literally cannot go above a band 6 if you keep doing this. The fix is simple. Every answer in part 1 needs 3 things: your answer, your reason, and a personal detail or example. Yes, I really enjoy reading, particularly fiction. I find that a good novel is one of the few things that genuinely helps me switch off after a long day, especially when I'm stressed. That is the same answer, but now the examiner has fluency, a relative clause, an adverb, a collocation, and a natural personal detail to work with. That is a band 7 answer. Now let's talk about part 2, the cue card. Most students make one catastrophic mistake here. They open by copying the exact words from the card. I'm going to describe a time when that phrase is on the card. The examiner just gave it to you. Repeating it back shows zero vocabulary range and wastes your first 10 seconds. Instead, paraphrase it immediately. If the card says, "Describe a time when you helped someone," open with, "I'd like to tell you about an experience that genuinely made me feel I'd done something worthwhile." Different words, same meaning, signals immediately to the examiner that you have strong lexical resource. And that impression in the first 10 seconds shapes how they listen to everything that follows. Here is the part 2 structure that consistently scores band 7 and above. Spend your 1 minute of preparation time writing 5 keywords, not full sentences, just 5 anchors for your story. Who, what, when, how it made you feel, and why it mattered. Then speak in that order. Your answer will sound organized, natural, and fully developed without being memorized. Now part 3, this is where most students lose the most marks and don't understand why. Part 3 questions are abstract and analytical. The examiner is not asking for your personal story anymore. They want your opinion, your analysis, your ability to compare and consider different perspectives. And the mistake most students make is giving a one-sided, underdeveloped answer as if it were still part 1. The examiner is asking questions like, "Do you think government should do more to encourage reading among young people?" And students say, "Yes, I think it is very important." That is not an answer. That is a position without any substance. A band 7 plus response to that question sounds like this: "I think there is a strong argument for it, particularly given that screen time has increased so dramatically over the last decade. That said, I'm not sure government intervention alone is the answer." Ultimately, it comes down to whether parents and schools create an environment where reading feels rewarding rather than compulsory. Do you see what just happened? There was a position, there was a reason, there was a counter consideration, and it ended with a nuanced conclusion. That is critical thinking delivered in spoken English, and that is exactly what the examiner is trained to reward at band 7, 8, and 9. Now let me give you 4 practical secrets that will shift your score immediately. Secret 1. Use discourse markers like a native speaker, not like a student. Don't say firstly, secondly, thirdly, that sounds like a written essay read aloud. Instead, use natural spoken transitions. What's interesting is, having said that, the thing is, what I've noticed is, these signal fluency and coherence far more convincingly than any numbered list. Secret 2. Self-correct confidently. Most students think that making a grammar mistake and correcting it immediately is damaging. It is the opposite. When a native speaker makes an error and corrects it naturally, I've been going there I've been visiting since 2019 inches. Examiners see that as evidence of grammatical awareness and monitoring. A confident self-correction is actually a signal of high competence, not weakness. Secret 3. Use big words only when you own them. This is the IDP's own official advice. Students try to impress examiners with words like ubiquitous or paradigm and then mispronounce them or use them in the wrong context. That is worse than using a simple word correctly. The examiner is not scoring you on the difficulty of your words, they are scoring you on whether you use a range of vocabulary accurately and naturally. One precise collocation, like deeply ingrained habit or spark genuine curiosity, is worth more than 3 misused academic words. Secret 4. Silence is the real score killer, not mistakes. The single biggest difference between a band 6 and a band 7 speaker is not grammar accuracy. It is the ability to keep speaking through uncertainty. When you don't know what to say, use thinking phrases that buy you 2 or 3 seconds without breaking the flow. That's actually a thought-provoking question. Let me think about that for a moment. It's something I haven't really considered before, but I suppose these are not filler. They are the same strategies a fluent English speaker uses in any real-world conversation. Learn them, practice them, own them. IELTS speaking is not a performance, it is a conversation, assessed against 4 very specific criteria by a trained human examiner sitting right in front of you. The students who score highest are not the ones with the most impressive vocabulary. They are the ones who sound most like a confident, natural communicator. That is a skill, and it is absolutely learnable. Follow for more and drop your current speaking band in the comments. I'll tell you exactly which criterion is pulling your score down. Hen, dun, pray. Drop your right as is there or criterion is pulling your score down.